All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am live. Just making sure. I figured I'd do a stream today. Haven't done one in a while. I'm checking to make sure my stream is up. Yeah, my stream is up. All right, stream is on. Missing at this point is putting it out there that I'm streaming out there. Cool. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, so board. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some stocks we have to talk about. In particular, we're going to focus on the favorite section, Soundhound. Soundhound right now. Right now, Soundhound is buy it. In my opinion, it's a buy. There's no reason not to. It is right where we want it. Nice and cheap. Nobody wants it. Nobody cares about it. And we get the big breakout. Daily time frame. See consolidation. I believe this is well on its way. When earnings comes around for this stock, it's going to be well on its way to getting a nice pump, especially because they made a lot of good announcements. Earnings here on earnings, it beat, ran quite a bit. Let me see if I can. Where are my tools? My tools here. I need to change it to chart view. Yeah, one chart view. Maybe the list view. There we go. So we can measure that with the price range tool. This earnings sent it from the purple line up 55%. I think it's a good bet on earnings. They made a lot of announcements at CES. And see here. On this earnings, it moved 37%. After the earnings, here it didn't really do much of anything. So, either way, the setup is the same. I think we're getting ready for a big pump. So, I'm watching Soundhound 8 personally. Riot stock today, I was going to wait for a dip here. I was going to wait for a dip. I thought it was going to come back down, but it didn't. See, it touched the purple line today and then just bounced off of it. $1.50. So, yeah. Riot stock is another one that I bought in on. I think Riot stock, if it breaks above 1650 tomorrow or anytime this week, this is gonna go to like 18. Then it can quickly go to 18, then 20. This one when it gets going, it's volatile. I mean, it's volatile within this tight range, anyways. Look at this tight range. Look at that. In this range, it would drop 20%, then go up 20%, then drop 20%, then go up 20%. So even within a range, it goes up and down 20%. So as long as you weren't buying the top. But we know that stocks can't go up forever, just like they can't go down forever. Right? We know that. We know they can't go up forever and they can't go down forever. So it's inevitable, in my opinion, it's inevitable that we're going to break above 1650. Once that happens, we break out, we're going to go 15% move, then another 20% move. Then if it goes to 24, that's a nice 43% move from where it is right now. There's a lot of opportunity. If you know where to look, and Riot stock is still near the purple line, but once it starts running away from you, you really don't want to be buying up here at like 20s. So that's another one I just showed you. If you buy, there's potential for 20 to 40%. And I just gave you the sell targets. So buy now. If I was me, I would buy now and I would look to sell at 18, 20, then 24. There's the game plan for Riot stock. The game plan for Soundhound is just buy. Look at this. It's still under the purple line. So this is a buy under the purple line. Just buy it and look to sell. I would look to sell at 1370. and then 1667, and then 20 at that point for potential 13 to 60%. You can scale out, or you can have two accounts where you sell one real quick for a flip and you just keep flipping it, and the other account you hold for longer. So there you go. So I'm a big fan of SoundHound and Riot. Also added some RR today, bought some RR. Pretty much everything's going to start going up together. So it's just kind of hard to lose, right? If everything just keeps going up, it's hard to lose. Yeah, this is what's been happening. If you guys haven't noticed the pattern, we tank in pre-market, or we sell off overnight, and then we pump for the rest of the day. So it's the opposite of a crash. In a crash, we go up a little bit in pre-market, and people think, "Ooh, this is it. We're gonna recover," and then we tank for the rest of the day. We sell off the rest of the day, but that's not what's happening here. What up, Shades? Hey, how's it going? Another day, another trade. My sleep schedule's really screwed up because of the holidays and staying up till like 5 a.m. So I figured I'd do a stream. Figured I'd do one today. I'm like, let's get it out of the way. Why not? Let's do one. So, yeah. So shout out to you. Another day, another trade. So yeah, Rich Tech Robotics is another one that I bought today. So Rich Tech Robotics, Riot, and Sound, they all have one thing in common. They're still by the purple line. They're still cheap. Once they get on going and start breaking out, it's going to be money. APLD, you can see APLD already moved. It's already far away from the purple line. It's like 60% away from the purple line. I'm not buying that. You want to buy what's cheap still. So Rich Tech Robotics, SoundHound, and Riot. Rich Tech Robotics, the strategy for this is buy right now, like where it is. This is what I would do, or what I am doing. This is what I'm doing. I already bought in. I'm going to buy some more. Then I'll look to sell at 470, 577, and then the high of 743 for potential 20 to 85%. So there you go. There's the game plan. Write it down, grab a pencil, and just write down, hey, he said RR, buy today, tomorrow, or whatever in after hours. I think you can still buy in after hours. And then from there, you know, take profit at those levels that I gave out. RR and QUBT. Yeah. Quantum stocks are also on my radar. I have not added quantum stocks yet. But yeah, all of these are the same thing. They're under the purple line. They're cheap. Nobody wants them. Then the quantum hype comes back and we rally huge. So I agree. Quantum stocks are a buy. But I personally want IonQ. IonQ still at the purple line. So I'll probably be adding 100 shares of IonQ tomorrow is what I'm thinking. Being honest. Shaz AAA, you broke out. Did you say you're shorting? No, I'm not shorting. No, I'm not shorting. I'm not shorting, no. No, we're not selling covered calls anymore. We're done with that. We are preparing to go into a bull run. So right now it's all about sitting back, relaxing, and just buying. This is the part of the markets where after the crash happens, you kind of just go sideways, and then we go into a bull run, and everything just keeps going up. But right now we're just taking advantage of that because stocks sell off a little bit and then they pump anyways. So I don't know if that's the Shaz that was in the Discord or a different Shaz, but yeah, there you go. No shorting. I don't do any shorts. Not anymore. Not anymore. Let me see. What was I looking at? Yeah. So SoundHound or Riot stock and RR, they're really the top plays on my list because they're still at the purple line, nice and cheap, and they're in the AI sector, or at least Bitcoin mining stocks are going to follow Bitcoin on the way back to 150K or whatever. So yeah, the crash is over, guys. The crash is over. Anytime you get a dip from now on, just buy the dip. The crash is done. It's finished. I think NVTS is getting ready to go back to 17 as well. This looks like a bull flag ready to go. Look at that. The stock market, I want you to think about what I'm about to say. The stock market crashed, and right now the stock market is showing you. It is showing you it is showing you what stocks the stock market cares about, right? I want you to think about that. Netflix, the stock market does not care about Netflix. You can see this. I might have to take the loss on the few shares that I have, or I guess I think I had like 4 shares before the split. I think I have 40 shares or something after the split, something like that. I might have to take the loss on this, but you can see very clearly it just keeps going down. And yeah, the stock market is showing you like, yeah, we don't really care about Netflix. But what do they care about? They care about technology. They care about um, AI stocks. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, NVTS is looking good. I am. You know what? Can I buy in after? Can I buy in after hours? Because that's a bull flag if I've ever seen one. That's a bull flag if I've ever seen one. I just saw that. I'm just doing. You're watching me do analysis live. That does look like a bull run ready to break out and go higher. You know what? No, no, no. I'm not gonna buy in after hours. I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll trade it if I'm awake because my sleep schedule is like I said, the holidays really screwed it over. I go to sleep at like 6, wake up at like 9, and check the markets, then go back to sleep and wake up at 12, and then yeah. So it's just all over the place. Can't wait till it's fixed. But yeah, NVTS is a bull flag here, ready to break out and go higher. Could make a potential 20% move literally tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's one I'm going to keep an eye on tomorrow for a quick get in and get out. That one looks really good. And it's not that far away from the purple line. It's still close enough to it. But yeah, once this thing gets, let me just measure it. It's 25% above the purple line. Yeah, I would just get in and get out and take advantage of the pump. Look at this. This is ready to go. Yeah, this is ready to go, guys. Look at this. This is resistance here. We broke above it and we're holding above it and we're just getting ready for that next leg up. So yeah, I can see this making a 10% move tomorrow for sure. Again, I'm almost tempted to. I'll buy tomorrow. BBAI has been kind of disappointing. Kind of like it's just not moving as much as the other AI stocks. Like the other AI stocks, like APLD has already moved like 50%, 60%. There's a bunch of AI stocks that have already moved like 50, 60%, whereas BBAI is kind of just, it's still stuck in this range here. So maybe it's getting ready to make its big move, but this has not moved quite a bit. It has not moved a lot. It just hasn't. APLD, you can see, like I said, what have I told you? The stock market is showing you right now what stocks the stock market cares about. The stock market cares about APLD so much so that it's already up 62% above the purple line. Whereas BBAI, it's only 3% above the purple line. So this is what I've been this is why I haven't been buying BBAI, because I know the real money is in the infrastructure, APLD, robotics. We're gonna have the C3POs and the R2D2s. So our Rich Tech Robotics is very important. NVTS, I think, provides chips or something. I don't know. I don't remember what they do, but they have some kind of partnership with NVIDIA. So it's not surprising that it's, getting a lot of love and attention from the markets. This one is up 25% above the purple line. So I'm just showing you right now how you can measure what the hell the market cares about. The market cares about anything AI right now. Quantum stocks, they don't really, right? The market they care about quantum stocks, but not as much as AI. Right now, AI is what's getting all the love. So that's what you should be buying. If you're buying healthcare stocks, you're kind of screwing yourself over. But yeah, BBAI is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. It's just that there's other stocks that are getting a lot more attention, a lot more love. And that means more pumps, bigger pumps, right? I just showed you APLD has moved 60%. This thing hasn't done much of anything. So I think, yeah, focus on AI stocks for sure. Hopefully I didn't end the stream. I just clicked the button. Did the stream end? No, I didn't. Can you take a look at yeah, I just looked at BBAI. I just looked at it right now. Yeah, like I said, it looks good. It's just that there's other stocks that are just better because they're getting more love and attention. I want you to look at that. Look at the markets that way. Always look at stocks and be like, who's getting the most love and attention? And why? What sector is it in? BBAI is AI stock, but it's just not getting as much love. which is a good thing because at some point I'm sure it's going to get a pump like it always has, right? As of right now, it's just not doing much, so might as well put my money into what is moving, if that makes sense. So I might buy some tomorrow, like 250 shares. I'm not gonna go crazy because I really want to. I'm gonna buy 1,000 shares of Rich Tech Robotics tomorrow. I wish I had bought 1,000 today. I only bought like 300 or 500 shares. So I'm gonna buy more RR, more Riot, and Soundhound tomorrow. Probably no. I'm gonna buy more RR. Yeah, I'm not buying APLD until that dips, which I don't think is going to happen now. I think it's going to start running to 50, I'm pretty sure. So maybe I'll chase the breakout with a stop loss, but that's about it. SoFi, you can see SoFi's not getting a lot of love right now. I haven't bought back in because it's not getting a lot of love. It's just sitting there in a range, literally stuck in a box. Meanwhile, there's other stocks that are pumping. So this is what I mean by, you got to pick what's moving, what's getting love and attention. Riot stock finally getting love and attention here. So let's go to Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin here. Bitcoin already broke the downtrend. I mean, we're preparing for a bull run. That's essentially what's happening. Price prediction for APLD tomorrow. No price prediction. I just think long term it goes to 50, then 100. So those are my thoughts. I don't really care about price predictions tomorrow. You know what I mean? Ohio or Ohiz. I'm just gonna call you OH. You know what I mean? Ohiz. Like I don't care about price predictions like that, especially for one day. A 1 day price. I don't care. My longer term prediction is 50, then 100. When it happens, whether it happens tomorrow or next week, I don't care. Just buy and hold. I've been pounding the table on it, so. But right now, my focus is on the stocks that aren't, moving. So yeah, so if you want to make money, in my opinion, not a financial advisor, this is what I would do if I was some guy watching some other guy talk on a stream. I would buy Soundhound, I would buy Riot, and I would buy. I already forgot. I keep track of so many stocks I forget. Soundhound, Riot, and Rich Tech Robotics, and just sit on the position. So. I've been in since $19 for APLD. Yeah. Continue to hold. Too many people, man. There's a guy in my Discord who bought APLD and he sold it early, and now he's kicking himself. And guess what? He bought back when it was at $6, sold it at $12, but it ran from $6 to $40. So as you can imagine, he kicked himself last time too. This guy he has no discipline to hold for longer. As soon as he sees that he's up like 20%, 30%, he can't help but to take profit. So, good for you for holding. Some people don't have that discipline to hold because you're up 100%. There's a lot of people who would just take the profit and then kick themselves later for not holding for 50 or 100 or 300 or whatever. So good for you. You're already better than most, at least at the part of buying and holding. Some people just can't, man. They see that their APLD is up 20% and they're like, man, I need to take this $1,000 off the table. But then later, a few weeks later, when it moves to like 50, they're going to be like, I could have made, $6,000 instead of $1,000. So he took $1,000 right now, but later he's going to be kicking himself because he could have $6,000 if he just waited a few weeks. It is what it is. Analysis on BitF up 8% today. Lone V. I'm going to tell you my analysis on BitF. Ready? Here's my analysis. It's going to go up. Here's why. Let's look at the Bitcoin mining sector. Bitcoin mining sector. So WGMI. This is the Bitcoin mining sector. This keeps track of that sector. You can see CoinShares Bitcoin mining ETF. So WGMI, add it to your watch list. It keeps track of the Bitcoin sector, the Bitcoin mining sector as a whole. And you can see this is getting ready to break out. It's getting ready to go higher. You can see it's stuck in a box, but we know that stocks can't go up forever, right? They can't go up forever. Eventually we're going to get a crash. We got the crash. But we know that stocks can't go down forever either. So we are going sideways. But we also know that we can't go sideways forever. So at some point, we're either going to crash some more or we're going to go higher. But this is looking like this is not a crash. This is getting ready to go higher. That's what this looks like. So if this breaks out tomorrow above 49, we're going to go to 51, which means the Bitcoin miners are going to go up a lot. That's what that means. So and this one just keeps going up long term. So I don't know what to tell you, but add this to your watch list if you want to see how the sector of Bitcoin mining is performing. We're getting ready to blow up. That's why the Bitcoin mining sector right now looks really good. It looks ready to go. So that's why I've been buying Riot stock. You can buy Riot stock, BitF. You don't even have to do analysis on BitF. Just look at the sector as a whole. How is the sector performing? It's looking good, right? Right? We can't go up forever. We can't go down forever. We can't go sideways forever. So what do you think is going to happen next? We're going to go up again. And the cycles repeat. Here we went sideways and then finally continued higher. So Bitcoin miners, BitF, CLSK, and all the other ones, they're good to go, in my opinion. I'm paranoid it'll crash again. LOL. Yeah, that's been happening. There's been some people who are the same as you. They sell because they're afraid we're gonna crash again. So like they're kind of traumatized by the crash that happened. But I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? The crash is over. This is the crash here. We're done. Right? We know we can't go up forever. We're gonna crash. We need these crashes so we can buy cheap. And then we know we can't go sideways forever. So we're gonna go into bull run again. We're preparing for a bull run. So Bitcoin miners, everything's a buy right now. That's just how it is, right? We can't go up forever. We're gonna crash at some point. Crashes are good. They need to happen so we can make money. So there you go. That's my analysis on BitF and the whole sector. Right? You can see this on Riot stock. Big pump, crash. Big pump, crash. Big pump, crash. Big pump, crash. Huge pump here from $6 to 24 for a 400%er, and then a big crash, a 50% crash, and the cycles will repeat. So that's just how it is. You have to accept that we're gonna crash. That's just normal. And it's a good thing because that's when you get to buy discounts and trample people right now. Right now, you want to be trampling people. And then once you're finished trampling and getting the discounts, sell it to them at the highs, basically. I still hold 200 shares of CLSK at like 20s, which is, I'm not upset about it, but I'm like, it was a bad buy. But I only bought 200 shares, so I wasn't concerned about it. Like, you're not going to see me buy 1,000 shares. I bought 1,000 shares of Riot the other day. But that's because I know I'm not buying the top, right? If I bought 1,000 shares up here, I'd feel stupid. But down here makes sense, right? Because I'm not, this is the top. This is the purple line bottom, as I like to call it. Would you rather buy up here or down here? Buy up here, down here. Now, I bought 200 shares of CLSK thinking we were going to go to 30. I really thought we were going to go higher, but we didn't. We crashed. And there's nothing you can do about that other than, just wait it out. So, I'll be fine on my CLSK. I think it was Shaz who inspired me to buy CLSK. I was like, wow, that's a good one. Like, I did the due diligence and everything. Again, I don't know if you're that Shaz or if you're another Shaz. There's people with the same names, though. All right. So if you guys got any questions, ask away. Now's the time. That's the whole point of this stream. Let me go down the list here. So yeah, it's all about finding those stocks that are getting love. What's getting a lot of attention? Yeah, the robotics sector. You can see the robotics sector is performing very well. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the monthly time frame. Green month, green month, green month, green month, green month, green month, red month in October. No, that was November. But buyers showed up for it. And then green month, green month. It has not had a red month. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 10 months, this has only had 2 red months, and each time buyers showed up and bought the dip. So don't sleep on robotic stocks. That's why I've been buying Rich Tech Robotics. This is why I took the loss on Rich Tech Robotics. Remember when I chased Rich Tech Robotics at the top? I took the loss because I'm like, I'm not going to hold the bag all the way down. Screw that. I'll just buy back in when it comes down to that purple line bottom. Because I know, even if you bought the top, I think you're going to be fine. Because you can see very clearly, like, robotic stocks getting a lot of love. So yeah, so I think right now, buying robotic stocks is you're positioning yourself to make a lot of money in the future. Because again, we don't got R2D2s everywhere. We don't got, Groinks and Groks and whatever machines. We don't got them yet. We don't got them yet, but they're on their way. And people are going to take advantage. Disney's going to take advantage. They are. They're going to be like, hey guys, buy your children a a I don't even know. I don't watch children's movies anymore. I'm 32, but you know what I mean. There's gonna be a Frozen bot. I'm sure that character from Frozen, the snowman guy or whatever. I don't know. I've never watched it. I know there's a lot of people who are fans of it. There's gonna be a bot of that or something. I'm sure for children. So robotics is the future. On our earnings tomorrow? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hope tomorrow we tank so I can buy more. Bone V posted a message and it got retracted. That was not me who deleted it. It was probably the moderation AI. Strath 69ers. I'm laughing because I'm like Strath 69. ERS emergency room strategy. Bitmine buys Bitmine BMNR. Joey Shaw likes BMNR, which means it's not a buy. No, I would wait for BMNR to break this downtrend. Like it's still in a downtrend. It still is. It's garbage right now. It has not. Wait for the downtrend to break because you don't want to buy here and then it just keeps going down, right? So just wait. It's still under the purple line. You're still getting a discount, but I would just wait for that downtrend to break. But Joey Shaw really likes this one, so I'm like, I just don't recommend it. Again, it's better to buy AI stocks because that's what's getting all the love. MSTR? Dude, no, do not buy MSTR or BMNR. Anything Joey Shaw buys, just MSTR. I took it out my watch list because I'm like, this is garbage. Yeah, I just again, AI stocks are the ones pumping. Why would I buy MSTR when I can just buy AI stocks that are the ones getting all the love and attention? So, you do what you got to do, but this looks like a bottom. It's at a previous bottom here. So yeah, if you want to buy, go ahead, but I don't recommend it. We want Joey. We want Joey. Hey, Randy. That's the Joey's friend, if I recall. Shout out to Randy. What do you think about Grab? It's a company like Uber in Asia. They're looking to create self-driving Uber, basically. I think I've heard of Grab. I think I've heard of Crab as well, but I don't think I've ever eaten real crab. I've eaten imitation crab only with cream cheese. Hopefully no one's getting hungry, because I am now. And I do want imitation crab with cream. Crab rangoons, I believe they're called. Crab is at a bottom, but I would wait to see if it. I would give it one more day to see if it's under the purple line too. This is a good one. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. I think I already had it in my watch list. I don't know. I don't remember. Let me look at the weekly time frame. Monthly time frame. Ooh, it's slowly climbing higher. It's pulling back right now. I would say give it one more day to see. You need to wait and see where buyers show up. Because this thing has had 3 red days in a row and 1 green. Buyers aren't showing up like you would expect. I would say wait till buyers show up. Because if they don't show up tomorrow, this is going to drop back down to like 450. So you need to wait to see where buyers show it love, really, is what it is, right? You want to buy it where it makes sense. So I would give it like a one more day. I don't know much about it. I'm just going off the charts, so. But it looks good. I added it to my watch list, so. I added MSTR to my watch list, then kicked it out. Get out of here. Garbage. We want Joey. Oh, I already read that. I'll do some due diligence, Lone V, on Grab. It looks good. I just rarely do I rarely do due diligence because it's very time consuming. But that it looks good. I'll look into it. I have been a buyer of RR for months. Same. Should I sell some Black Sky now? My average is $18. What's the ticker for Black Sky? I don't think you should sell. It looks good. It looks ready to go, actually. I think it might go to 30s. I'm going to tell you what I told the other guy. Give it one more day and see if it's going to go to 30s. Because this looks like I mean, where are the sellers, right? Green candle, green candle, green candle, one little red candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. So so in the past 7 days, you've had 6 green candles and one red candle. What does that tell you? It tells you that buyers are still here, they still love it, and sellers are nowhere to be found, which means people are buying and holding it still. I think people are, yeah, they're holding probably for 28 to 30. So look out for people to show up and sell at around 28 to 30 tomorrow, probably. So I would say continue to hold because it's like, where are the sellers? If there was more sellers, we'd see more red candles. Shades, hope all is well. Shout out to Naveen Thomas. Please explain which website or AI platform is good to find dilution of stock. I don't. I just use Grok. Like, I just ask Grok, hey, what kind of dilution has this? Like, for example, that's a good. I don't know if people use AI to their advantage. Let me grab Grok real quick. Let me see if I can pull him up. Pull him up. Maybe it's a her, but yeah. So just go to Grok and type in let's say AITX stock, how much dilution since 2024, let's say. It's 2024, and provide links. Thank you, right? That way it provides links to the press releases, etc. Because you want to double check the AI, because they can make mistakes. And so, yeah, that's what I do. Just go to Grok and just ask, ticker name, how much dilution since whatever year, and then ask it to provide you links, and then just say thank you. So there you go. That's what I do. I say thank you for some reason. I don't know why, but showing the machine respect so that it doesn't kill me. Oh, this human said thank you, so I'm not gonna kill him. But no, jokes aside, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so just you can see approximately 9.24 billion shares outstanding, increased about 14 billion shares. So yeah, it'll give you everything and then provide some links here. Some sources, links. So yeah, just ask it to provide links / sources and you're good, and you can just look into it. So you don't really have to do anything. Naveen, you can just use AI and just ask it to do everything for you, and then you can just kind of double check its work is really what it comes down to. Yeah, if you're not using AI, it's time to get with the times, man, because you don't want to be that guy that's like old and doesn't know like how to use AI. Because AI it's a tool to use, but eventually it's going to replace us for sure. So there you go. It just showed you how to do that. Very easy, very simple, and you just got to double check its work, make sure it's not crazy. That's why you ask for sources. What is your thoughts on space sector in general, like RKLB in specific? Space sector, is there an ETF for the space sector? Is there an ETF for the space sector? Let me check. I've never looked into the space sector. Space sector ETF, because I need to see how the sector is performing. I need to see how that looks. I don't know. I've never really traded the space sector, so I have no idea. So I'm Googling right now. Is this a good space sector? Yes, space sector, the ARC. Let's look at ARCX. I think ASTS is one of the good space stocks. With regards, yeah, the space sector is looking good. Look at that. Oh no, I do have it on my watch list. Is space, so the ARCX keeps track of the space and defense sector. So yes, look at that. Space sector looking really good. It keeps going up over the long term. Look at that. Look at that. It was crashing here, then it went sideways, then it's trending, right? Isn't that funny how that works? We need crashes so that we can buy cheap when it's going sideways, and then it booms, right? So yeah, space sector looks good. I don't know about any. Again, I've never really bothered with space sector, space stocks. So, but it's a good sector. There's a lot of good sectors. Just because I trade AI, the AI sector, tech sector, doesn't mean there aren't other sectors that are awesome. RKLB, it's performing like you would expect. I bet you on the monthly time frame, it looks exactly like the ETF. Yeah, it just keeps going up over the long term, month after month. Looks good. likes to come down and touch the purple line, go under it a little bit, then pump huge. So this was a buy when it crashed here, like in November, but now it's not a buy because holy crap, that has moved quite a lot. But yeah. So yeah, next time RKLB crashes to the purple line, you know what to do. You buy. I would not want to chase this up here, but I mean, you can chase with a stop loss if you have the discipline for that. This looks like it's getting ready to go to 90, then 100, but you just be careful because you might, you might not want to be the one buying the top, right? So I would chase. If I was chasing, I would chase with a strat and a stop loss in a smaller position just to take advantage of the pumps more than anything. But long-term hold wise, it's looking good too. You look at the quarterly time frame, good long-term hold as well. Started trending in 2024. It's had 3, 6, 7 green quarters out of the 8 quarters. It's only had 1 red quarter. So looking really good here. Again, the space sector, it's fine. If AI didn't exist, I would be trading probably the space sector. But yeah, I'm focused on AI and tech and all that. Have you covered SMCI? I don't cover SMCI because I like Nvidia more. I don't even have it on my watch list. I'll add it to my watch list just for kicks. But yeah, you can see here on the quarterly time frame, it's just kind of garbage, right? Like red quarter, red quarter, red quarter, weak green quarter, good green quarter, red quarter, sideways quarter. On the yearly time frame, it's just going sideways since 2023. So it's going on to its 4th year of just sideways action. So it's not a good long-term hold because it just goes sideways, right? It's not really going anywhere. Monthly time frame, it's right at support. Weekly time frame, yeah, it's right at support right now. Go to the daily. It's not getting a lot of love. It's just sitting there. I think there's just better stocks out there. Yeah, there's better. There's better. But it's right at a support level. If you really want to buy, go right ahead. But good luck. There's better opportunities elsewhere. That much I will say, right? SMCI, or should you just buy the ETF? Right? The semiconductor ETF. Whoa, look at that. It just keeps going up. Look at that. Ooh, look at that yearly time frame. It just keeps going up. On the yearly time frame, every red year is nothing more than a buy opportunity, and it's had going on to its 4th green year. So you can see the huge difference on the yearly time frame between SMH and SMCI. You'd just be better off buying the ETF than some garbage that just goes sideways. You can see the difference. Look at that. Screw that. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about SMCI, because it's just pathetic. It's not a good stock on the charts, at least. Maybe it's a good company, but on the charts it looks like garbage. RDW is a space stock partnered with BBI and Palantir. If it pumped but doesn't look like a buy, what do you think? RDW? I think I have that one on my watch list too. Let me check. Yeah, I do. So yeah, it's a good one probably if I had it on my watch list. Or maybe it's not. Goddamn, this looks like looks like trash. Yeah, it's not a buy. Definitely not. It's not, because it's trending to the downside actually. And it has not broken this downtrend. And every time it's come up to this trend line, it's tanked. It tanked here. It tanked. Yeah, it tanked. And it's gonna tank here probably. So if it doesn't, then cool. But it's looking kind of eh. It's AI stocks and space stocks right now are trending. This thing is trending too, but to the downside long term. So it's not a good look. So I don't recommend it. But hey, you do you. If you want to buy risky bets and hope that it recovers, go right ahead. I'm down 23% with SMCI. What would you do? Anytime someone asks me that question, I'm like, well, number one, I would never end up in that situation because I would know right away, because it's just garbage. Like, I just don't trade trash. It doesn't take much for me to look at a chart and be like, oh, that's garbage. Like, you just know automatically within seconds of looking at a chart, like, oh yeah, it's just trash. Why would I buy that? So I would never end up in that situation. But hypothetically, if I was really dumb and I bought SMCI and I'm down 23%, I don't. It depends on how much you put in. You put in 10K, I would just take the loss. You put in like less than 10K, yeah, just take the loss. If you put in like mid five figures and you're down 23%, I think I would just take the loss and take it as a learning lesson to not buy garbage, and then go buy something really good and make my money back on AI stocks, not garbage. That's what I would do. I think I would, I would just take the loss. Even if you put in six figures, I think 100K, 23% loss, that leaves you with what, 77K? Yeah, that leaves you with 77K. You put 77K into SoundHound. SoundHound goes up 50%. You make your money back in one play. Yeah. So I would take the loss. I would take the loss and rotate it into AI stocks. Thank you very much for answering my messages, by the way. Really shout out to 69er. Or shout out to Strath 69 Emergency Room. Naveen Thomas, 8591. Shades, I personally feel that slowly APZ could come down. Eventually a good buy again. As you said, there's not much point buying anything above 200 WMA in order to maximize profits. No, you can still buy above the 200 WMA. You just got to switch strategies. Just because it's not at the purple line does not mean it's not a buy. You just got to be more disciplined. If you're going to chase high, hoping it goes higher, you got to actually have a stop loss. That's the only difference. You can still make good money chasing stocks. You just got to have that discipline to not go in all in and to actually have a stop loss, which most people don't have that discipline. That's why people hold bags, because they don't have the discipline to take the small loss. Fortunately, they'd rather hold it all the way down 50%. So yeah, it's all about that discipline. I'm so surprised how up I was in 2025. It literally feels like a cheat code. As long as you're disciplined and don't be greedy, you can be really successful at this stuff. Yeah, basically what Xavier Skies is saying. You just got to be disciplined, and a lot of people don't have it. And you got to be patient, something a lot of people don't have because they watch their little 10-second shorts. So people want instant gratification, lots of greed, and very little discipline and everything right now. So literally, if you have discipline, patience, and not be greedy, you are already above, head and shoulders above most people in the market. SMCI, let's hear it, Shades. Planting profits. You're gonna have to go back like 10 minutes. I already talked about SMCI. If you just joined the live stream, yeah, you're gonna have to scroll. You're gonna have to move back like 10 minutes. Go back in time like 5 minutes. I already talked about it. SMCI will explode. They said money missed on last earnings will show next earnings. Well, I don't care about what they're doing. I don't care. I don't care what they say. A company is going to say what sounds good, right? Of course, that's their job. Their job is to get more investors. Their job is to get more suckers to buy their stock so that they can use your money to invest in whatever or take your money and run with it. So I don't really care what they have to say. I don't care what a company has to say. All I care about is the bottom line and what it looks like on the charts. So, a company can blah, blah, blah. Let's look at the data and what the data says. And the data says it's not a good stock. But yeah. Go back like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And I was talking about SMCI and dragging it through the mud. Shades, now I am learning options. You gave me an introduction to your videos on covered calls. I'm learning basic selling of complicated with margins. Yeah, don't use margin at all. Don't use it. Don't be tempted by it. Just sit back and relax. I think you have the account size, right? You don't need margin if you have 50K account. Don't do it. Don't do it, because if you buy a stock and it decides to tank, you're going to get absolutely destroyed that time. You're going to owe money on top of losing your initial. So, but yeah, selling options, I'm glad you learned. It's a very powerful tool to use when we're tanking. Blue Mike Lux, Shades, what happens when metals skyrocket? I'm asking because damn silver and others are going strong. What happens when metals skyrocket? I don't know what you're asking. When metals skyrocket, cool. I don't know what to say. My goodness, I remember when I had physical silver. Like literally, I bought physical silver. It was nice to hold like a 10-ounce bar in your hand. It felt nice. It's got that weight to it, and it just feels good. I don't know how to explain it. It's a good feeling to hold a 10-ounce silver bar in your hand, and it's yours. And it's like, wow, this is worth more than like, $100 bill. Yeah, I think 10 ounces. Back when I bought it, silver was at $20. because I bought the dip on it. You can see right here on the silver chart. So I bought physical silver way back here, right here. You see this? It was trading in a range here. I bought it when it came down to 20s because it was just so cheap. I'm like, man, I'm gonna buy this at 20, and I flipped it at 25 bucks. But you know what's funny? When you go to a shop, when you go to a shop to sell your physical silver, because obviously you can't physical silver, you actually have to go to a gold shop, silver shop, or a bullion shop and actually sell the silver physically. So when I went to a bullion shop, bullion, I hope that's how I'm pronouncing it. When I went to the bullion shop, I thought I was going to make 20% return, but actually they bought it for 27. So I actually ended up making more than I expected in terms of return. Obviously, in hindsight, I'm like, man, if I had just held my silver, because I had like 80 ounces or something crazy. If I had held my silver, I could have made like 4x. But whatever, it is what it is. You're not gonna. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk, right? Who would have figured out that silver was gonna go from 20 to 80? But yeah, I kind of miss having that 10-ounce bar. A 10-ounce bar is what, $800 now with the premium. It's like 810 or something. Whereas back then I bought it for like a fourth of that. So I'm never gonna hold physical silver ever again. Sadly, I would not chase it up here. I would wait for the purple line. That's for sure. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you want me to say about silver. It was a buy at 20. I'll say that much. I know because I was like, damn, this is so cheap. I'm buying a bar. I'm buying several bars and coins. I bought the coins, not the silver eagles. I bought the one with the Indian guy face. So those were cheaper in terms of premium. Like, what does it mean for the market? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't it doesn't mean nothing. Like, there's no silver and gold are metals. They have nothing to do with companies, if that makes sense. Like, it's a metal. This is not a company. It's a literal like metal. Like it there's no company behind this. There's no like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like there's no it's just silver. It's just a metal. It has nothing to do with the markets. Markets are companies that are looking for investors. Silver is just it's a different completely different asset, so it has nothing to do with the markets. Also, I feel like this year we have to take profits when we are on green and don't get greedy because we will get lots of opportunities thanks to Daddy Trump. Yeah, we're gonna get lots of volatility. Last year, last year showed us that with this administration, we're gonna get lots of dips, and you buy that dip. But that also means we're gonna get a big crash sometime this year. So be ready for that. That's what that means. We're probably gonna get a crash every year, which is fine. That means we get to buy the purple line again every year. All right, guys. I've been streaming for almost an hour. I think not bad for a stream. The first long stream of the year. I'll be back and I'll stream again in the morning once my sleep schedule's fixed. Again, I've been going to sleep at like 3 a.m., wake up at 9, and then go back to sleep at 10, and it's just I'm all over the place. So that's why I haven't been streaming like usual. But yeah, this was nice. It was nice to be back. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the stream. That is it for today. I already gave you stocks that I'm buying, the sell targets. You know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.